Welcome to H&S Outdoors. As always, it's Mike coming to you from the great state of North Carolina. Big thank you to Buddy Brown for allowing us to use his music on our podcast, videos, and everything that we do. As always, I got my good buddy Flying Ryan Havens on the phone with me. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Man, I'm doing pretty good. I got my old German Shepherd laying here with me. I got a dip of classic wintergreen skull long cut. I'm ready to knock this thing out.
Sounds good, man.
We got some interesting topics for you today. We're going to talk a little bit about relationships, and we're going to bring you some Uber facts, and basically we're just shooting the breeze. But first I want to tell you about the headaches and hassles involved with this podcast. If you guys only understood how big of a pain in the butt YouTube is for us to upload something, you would say, man, why do you even do it? And the reason we do it is to entertain you.
And it's fun.
Oh, yeah, it's a blast.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Ryan, we spend probably an hour on the phone just talking and only doing 20 minutes of a podcast. So, I mean, it's kind of bringing us closer together, and, we're just shooting the breeze. Let's talk about a little bit of relationship advice and, what all goes into being in a relationship. Ryan, I hear you're getting married.
Yeah, I'm getting married.
And when's that going to happen?
Well, we're looking at May of 2016. We got engaged May of 2014, May 1st. Or May 2nd, I'm sorry, May 2nd. And we was looking at this coming May the 15th. But unfortunately, that's not going to work out, so we're going to postpone it back another year to May 16th. Hopefully it worked out, financial-wise.
I understand that. Before you decide if you're going to marry a girl, you have to know a few things about her, obviously.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Do you have the same interests? Do you like doing the same stuff? And to an extent, you don't want to do the same exact things together.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and the last thing you want is to be a country guy, with a big wad of tobacco in his lip, and you have fish and all this. The last thing you want is a yuppie girl to control you.
So basically, what you don't want is a guy like Mike and a girl like Ryan.
A girl like Ryan. Yeah. Definitely my girl.
No, I'm just messing with you. Here's the number one question. Before you ask somebody to marry you, here's what you got to do. You got to get down on one knee and you got to say, honey, I got a question for you. And she's going to be sitting there waiting to say yes, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. And she's already much likely will be.
What you're going to ask her is, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? And if she don't know the answer, you shouldn't get married.
I wasn't expecting that. I definitely wasn't expecting that.
You heard it. I wasn't expecting it either. It just popped in my head and I went with it. And that's what makes it entertaining.
That was pretty good.
No, but seriously. Go ahead.
I mentioned a few podcasts, one of our past podcasts. There's three main rules to a healthy relationship, and that all falls in place too when it comes to getting married.
And what are those rules?
I'll repeat those, okay, for people who haven't listened to our podcast before. The three rules to a healthy relationship is she is always right.
Amen.
It doesn't matter if you're right, she's right. So that's rule number one. Rule number two, take her hunting because it's a good date and it's cheap. Then you really get to know somebody in the woods. If they're afraid of something, if they're, they don't like getting dirty. If they're a clean person, they just don't like getting in dirt. And then you find out if they're a yuppie or not. Rule number three, and this is the important one. All right, I can't stress it. This is very important. And this is comes to a healthy relationship. And it is. You ready for it?
I'm ready for it.
Sure you're ready for it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Rule number 3. No hanky-pankying. None.
Yes, sir.
Because it can come back to bite you in the hind end. I don't know that from experience, but I've heard.
Hey, hold on a second. If you do rule number 3, you're gonna have this right here. This is a Buddy Brown song for you. I'm gonna play a little bit of it. This is what you don't want to happen.
We ain't talked in a couple years. The last time I saw him, we were throwing back beer. A couple of bachelors in a town too small for our reputations to let us stay long. I could tell that boy was never gonna change. He stowed his oats by now, still and carried his ways. There was no point telling him to settle it down. If it was gonna happen, it'd happen by now. Until he called me late one night. Said, man, are you sitting down? I'm gonna be a daddy real soon. And no, I ain't messing around. Are you coming to my shotgun wedding down in Jackson? Her mama's so happy, but her daddy ain't laughing. Yeah, I'm trying to make.
That right there, folks, was Shotgun Wedding by Buddy Brown. Check him out on iTunes and YouTube and Facebook.
That's a good song.
That is
All the songs are good.
that is what you do not want to happen.
Yeah. If you do have to, I mean, absolutely, and I don't see why you have to, but if you feel that you absolutely have to, be smart. Very smart. If you know what I mean.
Okay, I'm going to say what Ryan's too embarrassed to say. Go to the gas station. Go to the gas station. Go into the little bathroom. Put 75 cents in the machine. Turn the little knob. And use it.
Yeah, it sounds like you know a lot about that.
Well, dude, I've peed in a lot of gas stations in my day. That didn't sound right. Okay, what I mean by that. What I mean by that is I've used a lot of public restrooms. I'm not saying I went in there and bought stuff from public restrooms. Throw that out there.
That's good.
Yeah. Anyway, don't do it. Yeah, pretty simple.
Yeah, don't. Be smart.
Well, I want to give a little bit of advice on the first date, and we'll go all the way up to the wedding. Here's the rules for the first date. 1, clean out your truck. She don't want to get in there, and in the leg room, you got spit bottles and skull cans laying all over the floor. Just clean it
I
up.
felt that one.
That don't surprise me.
Yeah, I felt that one big time. It's like an avalanche of grizzly cans whenever she opened the door.
So here's the thing, guys. You might think it's cool as can be, but she's going to be grossed out by it. Because she, obviously she don't dip. If she does dip, I don't know if you got to keep her if you need to run. Not sure about that.
That could go either way. It just depends on what you into.
It could save you some money. I'll just throw that out there.
I mean, you could run dips off of her.
Exactly.
Just make sure she spit it out whenever you go kiss her.
Yeah, and you do the same. I've made that mistake once or twice.
I've made that mistake several times.
But rule number 2, after you clean your truck out, you gotta clean the bed of the truck out. Because if you're taking her out on a real romantic date, and by romantic I don't mean going to the movies and then going to have a dinner. I'm talking about you take her out into the country, and you're fishing or whatever. You want to have somewhere for her to sit. Or if
Or if you're taking her hunting on the first date, and you kill something, you gotta have a place to put it.
Exactly.
And that's after you get her together for you. And if she passes that test and she don't keep, then you got yourself a keeper.
Yeah, if she cleans the deer for you, you put a ring on it.
Yeah.
Almost. She has to be able to cook it too.
Yeah, definitely has to be able to cook.
All right, so let's fast forward. Say the first date went well, and a year or so goes by, and you're ready to ask the big question: how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I'm just messing. You're ready to ask her if she'll marry you. Ryan, what do you do?
What do I do?
How'd you do it?
We talking about like the whole date itself?
I mean, just generally, how would you ask the question? Do you do the traditional?
First, okay, I'll tell you how I was going to do it, but it didn't work out like that. All right, I'm going to go on down to the local Wally World, and I'm going to purchase a ring. For some of y'all don't know what they are, you put them on the ring finger, which is your third finger on the left hand. All right, now that we got that covered, you buy it, and you hide it. You pick her up, and you take her out in the country on a romantic date, and you find a nice spot that's really, really pretty, and she won't ever forget. And you get down on your one knee, and you look at her, and then you say, and you want a little bit too much makeup for today. When you're looking up at her, don't do that. That'll get you slapped. Or you could say, man, you didn't wear enough makeup today. That will get you slapped too.
Hold on, time out.
What?
Did you buy the ring at Walmart?
Huh?
Did you buy the ring at Walmart?
That is not the point here.
Did you buy the ring at Walmart?
The point is I asked and she said yes.
Did you buy the ring at Walmart?
Nah, not at liberty to take.
Do what?
I'm not at liberty to take.
I'll take that as a yes. All right. Now, back.
You take that however you want to take that, but I ain't paying.
I'll tell you where I bought mine. I bought mine at K Jewelers.
Did you?
Yeah, it was expensive. But anyway, back to the topic at hand here. All right, so you don't ask her why she's wearing so much makeup or anything like that.
Or why she ain't wearing enough makeup. That's a fatal mistake too.
All right, so you're down on the knee.
You're down on your knee. Make sure that you stretch before this so you don't get a cramp. All right. Make sure you didn't eat anything that's going to give you gas, because you get down on one knee, you may let one slip. So, there's a bunch of processes here to ask. And if you want to go perfect, stretch before you go pick her up so you don't take a cramp when you get down on your knee. And don't eat anything spicy or anything that's going to give you gas, because, there's a possibility of letting one slip whenever you get down. All right, now that you got those two things covered, you pull the ring out of your back pocket. I had mine where set my snuff can in my back pocket. I had the box and everything there. And I was actually going to take her up on the lookout tower, but it had to be closed that day. So I just found me a nice spot, back up on the mountain, where you could kind of view off everything. And I got down on one knee. I pulled the ring out of my pocket. And then I started stuttering, and I couldn't get out, will you marry me? And I had it planned out. It was going to be like, I love you, will you marry me? All that sweet stuff that women like. When I got up there, I was like, will you marry me? So, sometimes, you'll stutter, but be prepared.
Yeah, I did mine a little bit differently. That's a different. That's a different subject for a different day, I believe.
You did follow the 2 steps about getting on your knee, though. Stretch and don't eat anything will give you gas. Please tell me you did that.
No, buddy. Actually, I didn't get down on my knee.
I really didn't either.
Made for a good story, though.
I forgot a lot of things. Like, I actually forgot what I was going to say. I actually probably forgot my own name. I was so nervous. And I about dropped the ring when I tried to get it out of my pocket. I was shaking so bad.
I bet, man. I wasn't nervous at all when I gave my wife her ring. And that's because I was asleep. That's a true story. That's a true story. You know, I like to do things outside the box, personally.
I see what's outside the box.
The ring was in the box. But what I did was I popped open the box, set it on a pillow, and then I went to the couch and, you know, called it a night. Because she was at work. I wanted to surprise her, obviously. But I didn't plan on going to sleep. I planned on waiting until she got home, doing the whole traditional thing. And I was like, man, I got to get up at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning to go to work. And it's 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'll just sleep on the couch. Bam. She comes home. She knows I got to get up early. Walks in there for her to go to bed. And I hear, oh my gosh, are you serious? And I was like, yep.
At least you didn't screw up and then forgot what you were going to say.
Yeah, I didn't have to worry about it. She got the point. And that goes back to the no hanky-panky before marriage. If you will note, I was on the couch. She was going to bed. Felt I needed to throw that out there.
Yeah, I understand.
But, man, you got any other relationship advice before we head into some Uber facts? Oh, I got one.
I got one, too.
All right, go ahead.
Maybe the same one, actually.
Could be.
Always be faithful.
Okay. Yeah. That's a big one.
Yeah, that's a very important one. You know, you can't expect it to work if you're not going to be faithful.
No, sir. My advice was actually not to listen to anything that we're telling you. But, however, take note. Listen to that one. Be faithful and clean out your spit cups.
Make sure that if you hit a bump, it's not going to steer your tobacco juice on her.
Yeah, I've done that once or twice, too.
Have you?
Yeah, that's not a pretty picture.
I've got a story. This is also right. Well, if you go back to relationship advice, me and Mandy was going out on a date, and we both had a vanilla Coke bottle. Well, I drank mine, and I took the label off of it, so it wouldn't get confused. I started spitting in it. But after you get spitting a while, it kind of looks black like pop does.
Yeah.
Well, I put it down my cup holder. Next thing I know, she picks it up, starts drinking, and she's like, she almost just about had it to her mouth, drinking. I'm like, no, that one don't have a label on it. She's like, well, I said I took the label off so you wouldn't get confused.
Ooh.
So, always mark your spit bottles.
Yes. Hey, I got a question for you.
Thanks for the possible answer.
Does Mandy listen to this?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Sometimes, I think. She says she does. I don't know if this past 5 years. She really does.
You want to test and see if she really does?
Yeah.
Mandy, here's your open invitation to come on the podcast. We want to get you on here, talk about some women in the outdoors kind of things. So if you actually do listen to this podcast, Brian, don't tell her that we mentioned this. If you're listening to the podcast, send us a message on Facebook to the HNS Outdoors page. Give us a yay or nay.
So I got a question.
Go ahead.
This is a legit question.
Oh, so my questions aren't legit?
Well, I'm just saying I got a legit question because some mine tend not to be. My question is, why do we need Mandy to talk about women in the outdoors whenever you're a woman? You can pretty much cover that.
Well, the reason we're going to need her on here is because I'm going to need a new partner after I kill you. So I want to get her warmed up to it.
That's a good comeback.
I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not going to kill Ryan.
Right. He could never find another co-host to be as entertaining as me.
I wouldn't go that far. You got it.
We're going to have to pay him.
Okay. I'll give you that. All right, man. Let's jump into some Uber facts.
All right. Well, I don't know about jumping. I'm sitting down right now. I don't feel like jumping.
Well, I mean, you need to do a little bit of exercise. So why not?
Because I'm sitting down and it's almost midnight.
Uber fact number 1. Atlanta once made it illegal to tie a giraffe to a telephone pole. Atlanta.
Okay.
Why would it ever be legal to tie a giraffe to a telephone pole in the first place?
Why would a giraffe be in Atlanta?
Dude, you ever heard of a zoo?
Yeah, I've heard of a zoo.
Have you ever heard of animals getting out of the zoo?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, we're going to jump into Uber fact number 2 here.
I'm a little puzzled on that one.
If you have the right kind of yeast in your stomach, you can become drunk just from eating carbohydrates.
Really?
According to Uber facts, yeah. Yeast.
Yeast. Like bread yeast.
Well, it says the right kind of yeast. So I'm assuming it's some kind of yeast. I don't know if it's, Dude, I don't know. I didn't write these. Uber facts did. All right. So we're 0 for 2 here because that one didn't work out good at all. Number 3. 87% of American adults say that the internet has improved their ability to learn.
That is a false statement.
Yeah, because 87% of
The
Americans,
internet has done nothing to lower my IQ.
especially Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
All right.
problem.
As of 2014, Ryan's favorite singer, Beyonce, is the most Grammy-nominated woman of all time.
Man, you got a favorite singer wrong.
Yeah, I know you like Miley Cyrus, but I figured I'd just say that in
Man,
there.
I'm all about Peace List.
Oh, yeah.
Taylor Swift, man. That's the best singer ever there.
Man, I ain't never heard of her. Sing one of her songs so I know who she is.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a cold. Let me try to clear my throat here, see if I can get the notes right. Shit. You know how old I'll be here before long?
Do what?
Do you know how old I will be before long?
How old?
22.
All right, go ahead and sing a little bit more of a song so I know who you're talking about.
I don't remember it. The rest of it I remember is 22.
Well, sing one of her other songs. I'm sure you've heard other ones.
Yeah, I can remember the first one, Kim McGraw.
Yeah, sing that one.
I don't know if I can get the notes on that one right.
Don't worry about hitting the notes. Dude, nobody listens to this thing anyway. Let's hear it so I know who you're talking about.
I'm trying to... Is there somebody listening to this with you?
Nah, I'm the only one here.
Oh, I've heard somebody laughing.
Nah, I'm really the only one here other than my dog.
Alright, so your dog's laughing at me.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Let's see. What else is there? Oh, man, I'm trying to think the words here. It's been a while. I'm still kind of upset about her not being country anymore. It's been pop. But, let me think. I forgot everything. Oh, man.
I mean, if you need to, you can Google it real quick. I mean, we got a few more minutes here.
Okay, yeah, let me Google it.
All right,
While I'm doing that, you go ahead and throw on something else.
all right. The last Uber fact, and we are coming back to Ryan singing Taylor Swift, whoever that is, by the way. Last Uber fact: Californians are the most likely to brag on social media, according to a study based on the United States. I can see that.
How do you spell Taylor?
Really?
Yeah.
Taylor.
Okay. Oh, okay, I knew that. It's Wayne, right, dude? I can't find it.
back to the Californians and the Uber facts here. I can see that because Californians think they live in the greatest place in the world. California, here's a reality check for you. Your city sucks. I've been there. It's hot, it's dry, and it's full of people. Who wants to live in California? Oh, and your gun laws suck. Sorry, I went on a rant there, but that's, hey, California. You need to come over here where we're at and experience real life. Ryan, how's that Taylor Swift search coming?
Man, I'm trying to find it.
Dude, you want me to Google it for you and text it to you?
I'm Googling it. Man, I'm trying to.
All right, while Ryan's doing that, let me see if I can pull up another Uber fact here off Twitter.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, here we go.
All right. This is a little song. Let me get my voice warmed up. Obviously, I got a cold. Work with me a little bit here. Man, it's just up here now. And y'all will understand why American Idol turned me down for saying there would not be any competition if they let me on. So, let's see here.
For the record, guys,
You want me to sing the whole chorus?
I want you to sing the whole song, buddy.
I can't sing the whole song. My horse is singing like a cold, man.
All right, sing the first verse and the chorus.
No, I'm going to sing the chorus. I'm going to sing the first line and the chorus.
No, okay, sing the whole chorus then.
I can't sing the whole chorus. My voice won't hold up to it.
I have faith in you. If you need to,
All right, we'll see how this goes.
if you need to stop and clear your throat while you're singing the chorus, that's fine.
Alright. So this is why American Idol told me they could not let me on the show because there would be no competition. Assuming that was a good thing. Alright. This one here is called Pure Drops on My Guitar. Alright. Hold on. It's okay, we're good. I got my voice in the tone it needs to be.
Hey, Rachel, you need to come in here and hear this. No, I'm just kidding.
Alright. Alright, here's a little something like this, alright?
Yep.
Alright. Okay. Even for the teardrops on my guitar, he
Okay. We're going to wrap this show up on that note. All right. We're going to...
You see why they wouldn't let me on American Idol, don't you?
Oh, I can see it, buddy.
They said I was just so good they wouldn't be in competition with.
All right, guys. Like us on Facebook, H&S Outdoors. Like us on Instagram, H&S Outdoors. If you want to shoot us an email, ask us a question, got any topic ideas, shoot us an email at hnsoutdoors@gmail.com. As always, love God, love your neighbor, and we'll catch you later on down the road.